I'm the chicken man.
I gotta let me get it together.
Yeah, I gotta get it together. All right, let's go.
Wait.
I got that Popeyes.
We're gonna slice that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
UFG family, what up, doe? What up, doe? Welcome to the crib. Welcome to the UFG podcast. Got my boy Buck with me, my co-host, man. And today, this is one of my favorite episodes. We've been plotting, talking about in the green room, talking about before a long time ago. We about to debunk a bunch of flagrant, just ridiculous, hot takes, statements from the new media, from the old media, you know what I'm saying? Whoever, man, just ridiculous statements that's dealing with basketball. Mainly, a lot of them will come from dealing with Michael Jordan. Y'all see I put my jersey on, so I'm ready. I'm ready, dog. What up, Buck? How you feeling today, bro?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, let's get it going, bro. You looking forward to this one, man?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready too, man. So, who's first on our list, Buck? Who should we go at, dog? I'm ready, dude. Who you want to go at?
Yeah, so just to start, we've had this conversation, off air multiple times. And, us being basketball fans, we like to check out ESPN, check out these different networks, to see highlights and to see, different personalities on there. And they would, give their opinions. And, which is, they earn that spot on those networks. And sometimes they like to, put their take on certain things. And a lot of the things we agree with, a lot of the things we don't agree with. And there were a couple of bonehead takes. And we would talk to each other, say, hey, did you hear that?
Yeah.
And can you believe that?
Some of the stuff, let's get into it, man. So
Yeah,
who
right.
first on the hit list, bro? Who we going at first, bro? Who you want to go at?
Who do I want to go at?
Who we want to open the show up with?
Before we even start that, when you hear the term new media, what does new media mean to you?
Well, according to Draymond Green, who knows everything about media and podcasting and basketball, he knows everything, right? Saginaw, Detroit here, bro, but Saginaw, whatever. It is what it is, bro. No disrespect to Draymond Green. Got love for him. He's a warrior. He's a part of a great system. He played his part, got 4 championship rings. So when I hear new media to me means basketball players that didn't get invited to be on TNT or ESPN, or who don't want to go in the color commentation world.
Okay.
They want to go create podcasts.
Okay. So this is outside of your Ernie Johnsons, your Stephen A. Smiths.
Yep. So according to Draymond Green, the new media is these former basketball players like Gilbert Arenas, Rashad McCants, PG got a podcast. Now you got Jonathan Clay Reddick. He got a podcast. And y'all notice I call him Jonathan Clay Reddick because I got something for him, bro. It's lock and loaded for you, young Jonathan. And then, you got these former basketball players, professional NBA players that created this podcast world where they can speak freely. Now, let's not get it twisted. They created this because they don't have to worry about Disney. You see what happened with Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
But he back on Fox Sports now with Skip. But Paul Pierce was on ESPN, but then he want to have like crazy Diddy parties at his crib, and Disney got wind of it and they fired him, Then he went to the podcast world with KG, which is a dope podcast, him and KG. And then he's back on FS1 now with Skip on Undisputed. He actually doing a great job on there. I like his personality on there. So let's not get it twisted. They create these podcasts so they can say what they want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a safe space for them to express themselves. And I have no problem with that. That's why we created this space, for us to express ourselves, right?
Absolutely.
So I have no problem with that. My problem comes when you feel like the new media is the end all to be all, and everything you say is correct. Yeah. And everything you think is correct. Yeah. And what you say is correct just because you play basketball. I play basketball too. Mm-hmm. I was pretty doggone good at it. And I still am pretty doggone good at 45.
I've seen you.
But at the end of the day, I didn't make it to the professional level. I'm not that good. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that. I don't have that kind of talent. But does that take away from my knowledge of the sport? Does that take away from my love of the sport? Does that take away from my opinion? So my opinion is less than yours because you played? Right. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's where I draw the line.
Okay.
So what do new media mean to you? What you ask me, I'm gonna flip it back to you. What do it mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just reiterate those same things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I remember when guys would go on AM radio or FM radio, and they were not allowed to have, I guess, the freedom that they deserved or they thought they deserved. So maybe we'll go to satellite.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go to XM.
Yep.
And there you can get away with a little bit more. You can get away with profanity. You can get away with saying things that maybe
that can be completely offensive to people.
Offensive to to certain groups.
Yep.
And so, with the podcast,
almost like Howard Stern.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Yes, exactly. He was able to get away with a lot. And so
WNBC.
Yeah. So, maybe the FCC, isn't really studying them like they will be studying FM radio, that's where all, the other heavy hitters are.
Mm-hmm.
And so they can go there. And they can put their product out there. They can, some of these guys are current players, and it ain't nothing to have a podcast machine in your back pocket. Like you can record an episode before the game, after the game. When you get to your hotel room.
Draymond Green.
Yep. So
get smacked and then go do a podcast.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yep. So. And in that regard, I feel like that part of it is cool.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, though, I feel like there is a lack of respect for the people that paved the way for you to do your thing. Yeah,
facts. Bro.
And I feel like there is a lot of that going on with
facts.
They say, well, it's our time, and and we're going to create this spot. And, we're done with the old spot.
But you can have your time just because it's your time, which is true. It's your time. It's your generation, right? Michael Jordan ain't suiting up. Karl Malone ain't suiting up.
Mm-hmm.
These dudes ain't suiting up. Feel me? So, yeah, it is your time, but that don't mean that you can disrespect the past. These are people that you watched as kids that you idolized.
Yeah.
That you looked at as like the reason why you picked up a basketball. Now that you picked up the basketball and you grown and you don't want some championships and you did this or you did that, oh, screw them. I'm the best at this ever. How does that work? Where make it make sense? So, when we drop facts, bro, you a DJ. I want one of them boards so you can be like, da, 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 da. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, come on, bro. Like, how y'all just say stuff like that? Like, just that disrespectful. So, man, look, we're going to get into it, man. Forget all dancing around the topic. Let's go right into it, man.
Okay.
The first person I want to talk to y'all about is Jonathan Clay Redick. So, who is known as JJ Redick, just started a podcast with LeBron James. So, clearly, he's getting paid by Clutch Sports. So, he's going to say flagrant things and disrespectful things about anybody else to elevate LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
So, he's going to tear down other people in other generations and elevate LeBron. So the statement that was made, and this is more recent, that's why we want to start with this topic, because JJ just said this a few days ago, where he was like, well, technically the filming of this, he said this yesterday. So he said that in 81, they added 9 teams in 81. Jordan was drafted in 84, by the way.
Oh, but Jordan's heyday.
So he's staying 81, 9 teams were added to the NBA. So when Jordan came to the league in 84, and then during his peak, Jordan came in the league peaking, bro. I don't know what basketball y'all been watching, but as an individual player, he was peaking as a rookie. Mm-hmm. He averaged almost 30, if not 30 as a rookie. But anyway, and took a bum Chicago Bulls team to the 8th seed, whatever. Mm-hmm. So he said that by that time Jordan got to his peak, the league had been watered down. So when you make idiotic statements like that, and when I say how I feel, this is my opinion. They allowed to say their opinion, right? Mm-hmm. So this is our safe space where we can say our opinion. And that's an idiotic statement. Anything I say is not assassinating his character or derogatory towards his character, who he is. Everything that we saying, probably with the exception of one person, we'll get to him too, Nicholas James Wrong. So these statements they saying, I'm just debunking the foolishness that's tied into their statements, because what they doing is throwing it out. And just because LeBron James is or Clutch Sports is funding this, or JJ got this podcast with LeBron and he's a LeBron fanboy now and he's saying all this stuff, that people just eating it up, bro. Mm-hmm. And it don't make sense. So I love when we was talking in the green room, I'm gonna let you have it, but because you had a better argument than what I had. You know what I'm saying? As far as the technicalities behind it. But before I let you unleash the beast for you, you know what I'm saying? I want to just lament, because I'm going to let you have it. And you just Wolverine. Logan, no! You know what I'm saying? Like, just go crazy on
Berserker Mirage.
You know?
That's Marvel versus Capcom 2. For those who don't know. and we've been watching.
That caught me off guard.
We've been watching X-Men 97.
Yeah, we've been on that X-Men 97 heavy. We grew up on it, bro.
Yep.
So you got tears coming up my eyes, bro. But at the same time, end of the day, when you say statements like that, not only are you trying to chip away at MJ's legendary historical career, you trying to obliterate a whole generation of athletes.
Yeah.
Like, you really trying to obliterate them and just discredit them for all the hard work and everything they put in.
Yeah, you made that point. Yeah, because in the quote unquote heyday, or when these expansions, the expansions that I saw, which we'll definitely get into that, but we're talking about the late 80s, so 88 was when Charlotte came. So
88.
You had Chicago doing their thing. You had Magic Johnson doing their thing. You had Isaiah Thomas and Pistons. Mm-hmm. You know, they was doing their thing. So it's also slapping the face of those guys. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're obliterate. You're trying to discredit a whole generation of athletes, a whole generation of teams. There's 400. These guys are the top 400 professional basketball players in the entire world. Mm-hmm. Okay, you can say, Pookie around the block play just like Jordan, or he got hops like Harold Miner, or he can shoot like Chris Mullin. Okay, but he not in that top 400, man. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Out of that top 400, you probably got roughly the 15th man on the bench can give you buckets. We seen what J.J. Barrera did to the Heat when they played the Heat. Dallas Mavericks ripped up the Heat in the 2011 finals with LeBron. Yeah.
When LeBron melted down in the fourth quarter, but everybody sweeps that under the rug like, Jordan got swept in the first round. This dude melted down with... All right, no, let's just stay on track. Yeah. Stay focused, Darnell.
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, it's like out of that 400, bro, you got maybe 20 that's elite. That's like the leaders of their team. So let's say 30 is one on each team.
Yeah.
Every team got a guy, right? That guy they got to hone in and focus on, right? Mm-hmm. So 30. Out of that 30, 10 of them are stars.
Right.
Like they're like, hey, this is that guy. They paying top dollar. Ticket sales are high when he come in town. Out of that 10, 3 of them are superstars.
Mm-hmm.
Your LeBrons, your Giannis, your Steph Currys, your Kevin Durant's. The superstar. Like everybody, like people travel to come see you.
Yep.
And then out of them 3, you got just one.
Mm-hmm.
Your MJs. Your LeBron. LeBron had his run. Your Kobe Bryant. Kobe had his run.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Steph.
Yeah.
Steph had his run. But at the end of the day, you discrediting a whole generation of athletes, bro.
Yeah.
How you do that? Make it make sense.
Yeah. So when I heard the statement, because I believe he said that during Jordan's heyday, they added 6 teams. And he said that, they just added 90 players. And so I have 2 specific problems with that. Number one, and I'm not going to break down each individual team, but if you do the math, if there's 15 players, 15 times 6, that's 90. Mm-hmm. So here's my problem with that. First and foremost, we'll start with Charlotte. Mm-hmm. So the Charlotte Hornets, it was an expansion team, and they came during the 1988-1989 season. But it's not like they just found 15 guys off the street. They had an expansion draft.
So they took players off of teams.
Dell Curry was,
Toronto.
It's not like Dell Curry just walked off the street.
Yeah, he was playing
and came to Charlotte.
Yeah.
He was already on another team.
Well, yeah, Toronto was expansion. That's my fault.
Yeah,
that was later. That was after Charlotte.
So I mean, I think Ronnie Cycli
came from Miami. Went
drafted
to Syracuse.
Yeah, he got drafted to the Miami Heat, which is the other team. So let's just say those 2 teams.
Yep.
So that's 30. Now, if you go through that draft, the way an expansion draft is, you pick players from different teams, and the team has a right to say that, okay, well, these guys over here, you can't touch these guys. So we're going to quote unquote protect these guys. And then these guys over here are unprotected. So you had like your Dell Currys, your Muggsy Bogues, Scott Hastings, those guys, Ricky Green. They were all just going to, Miami and going to Charlotte. So let's say that they got 30 guys. They didn't just go to Rouge Park and get 30 guys and just throw them in the NBA.
Come on, we give you a couple $1 million if you want to come play some basketball.
Yeah.
That's basically what he's saying, watering down the league.
These were already established players from previous teams, and they just got reassigned. So that in itself is a bad argument.
Yeah.
So like this, it wasn't even watered down because they just
realigned other team and had a draft like they normally do every year, where you pull in collegiate athletes, like how you did Jonathan Clay Reddick from Duke, a Dookie.
Yeah, but so that was my first problem with it. And now we can say that, okay, eventually we got 400 players, but remember that people retire, people get drafted, people get hurt, never come back. So to say that they just dynamically inserted 90 guys, that's a lie.
Yeah.
So that's my first problem with it.
Yep.
My second problem with it is that if you look at today in 2024, these teams still exist. So Charlotte Hornets, Miami Heat,
New Orleans Pelicans,
Orlando Magic, Minnesota Timberwolves. These teams still exist. Toronto Raptors, Vancouver Grizzlies, which is now the
Memphis
Grizzlies. Yeah, yeah. Some guys like to do that, on the gram.
But anyway, yeah.
But neither here nor there. Do you think the league is watered down right now? Because those spots were created,
right,
and they're still here, and it's not like we deleted 90 spots in 2024. So I mean, what are you talking about then?
My thing is this: that logic is somebody with a peanut dinosaur brain. because the game of basketball has grown so much.
Yeah.
That is more talent, more athletes. Y'all, they love to argue that the league is more talented now than it's ever been.
Yeah.
How? Because y'all shooting from 30?
Yeah.
That takes skill and talent to shoot the ball. But if I'm shooting the ball 20 times from 30 feet and I make 7 of them,
yeah.
I mean, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, make it make sense, bro. Y'all be talking like the arguments be like futile. But since you have a platform and you got a microphone in your face and, I played basketball my whole career. I don't have any NBA awards. None, no 6-man, no most improved, no best defensive, no MVPs, no championships, no dunk contests, no 3-point contests, no nothing. But I averaged 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists a game. But when Jordan played, it was watered down.
Yeah.
So according to his logic, the greatest generation of basketball
50s
is George Michael. It was like 10 teams. So that's the greatest era of basketball, right?
Yeah.
10 teams.
I mean, based on that logic, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, but out the same mouth, it's tongue in cheek now. Out the same mouth he talking, he loves to, LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. He's the best because of, but how? He came up in a watered down league, right? You played in a watered down league.
Yeah.
So how?
Yeah,
make it make sense.
Was it watered down when you joined?
Yeah,
but
it's skilled now.
Like Joker's killing it right now. Like, is it watered down for him?
That's what I'm saying, bro. The logic,
it doesn't make sense.
It don't, because he's got to. You can be a smart dummy, okay? You can be a smart dummy, bro. Just because you went to Duke, the hoity-toity school, and you probably got mama and daddy good, and I ain't knocking that. That's good. That's cool, because I want to be that. I want to open up doors for my kids like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, dog, just because you hoop and you played on a professional level, that does not give you the right to get on a microphone in front of a camera with a platform of people and say asinine, flagrant, ridiculous things. I mean, it's ridiculous to say that, bro. That's just like,
it makes no sense.
You just spit in the face, not only of Michael Jordan, but the other athletes that was in his heyday that he's speaking of that, Jordan, basically he's saying Michael Jordan only got 6 rings because the league was weaker then. It was watered down. So people just like, here, Jordan, you want a ring?
It was weaker when Barkley was there?
Yeah, right. The most physical era of basketball, but it's watered down. Yeah, because they're plumbers and they got cigarettes and
it was. I was going to get to that. Because while we're on the subject,
yeah, JJ. Jonathan Clay. Hey, Jonathan, let me talk to you for a minute, Jonathan.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the exact quote.
We're going to talk to you for a minute, Jonathan.
He had a conversation.
Plumbers, bro.
I believe Chris Russo, where he said that Bob Cousy had 29 assists in an NBA game, to which JJ retorted, well, he was being guarded by plumbers and firemen.
So, the plumbers and firemen can play ball. I'm a commercial building engineer. I can play ball. So that means you can't do nothing else but play ball? That's what they had to do. The NBA wasn't on the level that it is now. It wasn't as marketable as it is now. Owners wasn't investing billions of dollars. It wasn't like a huge $1 billion conglomerate back then.
Right.
And why are they now?
I mean, because of in my opinion, because we just talked about the Dream Team, and it was so many endorsements and big contracts after that Dream Team.
It's like I vehemently like. It makes me livid to see grown people like my age say ridiculous stuff. Like, dude, you ain't never watched basketball as a kid. Like, you ain't had... Dude, I used to sleep with my ball. And it wasn't just because of Michael Jordan. I had a lot of favorite players. MJ was just my guy. But I loved Sean Kemp. I loved Gary Payton.
Yeah.
I love Penny Hardaway. I love Allen Iverson. I love these players. I love to watch them. So it's like when you just tear away, like you just like Oh, they're all trash. They're all trash because it was a watered down league. So we gonna keep going, bro. We gonna keep going. But the logic, y'all see the direction we going in, bro. Jonathan Clay read it. I wish I had that. Cause you what's that? You have been the donkey of the day. You the donkey of the day, bro, for that statement, man. That was ridiculous. And other NBA players are like, yeah, he talking crazy. He done lost his mind. So yeah, man. So let's go ahead on, man. Let's move on because we got more people that we can talk about, man. So I went right at Jonathan Clay, Reddick. Who you got on your list, bro?
So I have on my list someone who, how do I put this? I guess they complain about a particular style of basketball, like during the late 80s and during the 90s. And this is Gilbert Arenas.
Oh my God.
Gilbert Arenas.
like Charlemagne say, Gilbert, come to the front of the congregation, bro. Sit down. Let's talk to you for a minute, bro.
He's had a few. I don't want to take too many, but the one that kind of made me mad was his criticism on the dunk contest.
Oh God. It makes me nauseous to hear this comment. Go ahead, tell the people, bro. Tell the people what Gilbert said. Bro.
Gilbert Arenas said that there's never been a good dunk contest.
What did he say about like certain types of dunks, bro? Tell him what he said.
Well, he was talking about how like MJ did the same dunks in his first contest that he did in his second contest. The same thing with Dominique Wilkins. And they're just doing windmills. And it's like, doesn't matter if it's
every year, everybody just windmills.
As if a windmill and the layup are the same thing.
Yeah,
but
I've never seen him windmill. But I mean, he probably did. He's 6'4". He's a great athlete.
Yeah, not with my eyes have I seen him do a windmill.
I ain't never seen him do it. I ain't never seen him participate in the dunk contest to make it better since they so whack, right?
Yeah, he even went after Vince Carter about his dunk contest. Which to me, that's like the best dunk contest ever.
To me,
I never seen Gilbert.
The 2000 dunk contest in Golden State, in Oakland, is the best dunk contest I've ever seen. I seen the one in '88. I was a kid. I remember when Jordan jumped from the line and him and Dominique was going head up. That was dope. But that dunk contest in 2000 with Vince, T-Mac, and Steve Francis. I mean, it was other two. It was other people too. But them three made that dunk contest the best dunk contest of all time. To me, that's my opinion. When Vince Carter did the counterclockwise windmill Gilbert, he did that counterclockwise windmill, bro. You ain't never seen nothing like that. Michael Jordan never did that dunk. Dominique was the king of the windmill. He ain't never do that dunk. I ain't never seen nobody do that dunk.
Yeah.
Stop playing, bro.
Actual quote, it's never actually been good.
For him. No, this the same. Hey, let's put this in context, though. It's the same guy that want to kill one of his teammates that's bringing guns in the locker room. That's going on the sideline because he mad. He trying to get the ball. He pow, 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 at the game. That's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So now he has a platform. He gets to say all the ridiculous stuff now. And people are like, oh, man, Gilbert is cold, bro. The hibachi. That John is ridiculous to me, bro. And since we own Gilbert, he said if MJ is your GOAT, you're a dinosaur. Gilbert, you're 42 years old, bro. I'm 45. We in the same generation, right?
Yeah.
So you a dinosaur too then.
Yeah.
So if you 42 years old, bro, who was your favorite player? Let's think about who was Gilbert's favorite player, dog. Who did Gilbert watch, man? Clyde? Clyde was a threat. Dan Marley? I couldn't stand Dan Marley. Not because of Dan, but because of Jerry Krause.
Right.
Let's see, who else? Who was his guy, bro?
Who was Gilbert's guy?
Who was Gilbert's guy? Who you think he watched?
I can tell you.
Who was his GOAT?
I mean, if I had to guess, he's probably going to see LeBron.
Yeah. LeBron, because he won 3 championships with 3 different teams, and he didn't have a Hall of Fame coach like Michael Jordan. Phil Jackson was a Hall of Fame coach before MJ? I don't think so. And I would take 6 rings with 1 team and no losses in the finals, 6 finals MVPs over 3 championships for 3 different teams any day, bro. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I would take that and be 4-6 in the finals. This dude has won just as much as this dude lost. And this dude don't have no losses.
Mm-hmm.
But and this dude got the world going crazy for his sneakers 30 years.
Yeah.
These shoes came out in 1988. Make it make sense. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Make it make sense. Iconic moments. Make it make sense. And I'm not, look, let's put it in perspective, bro. Let's keep it in context. LeBron James is a great player. He's on my Mount Rushmore of players. Mm-hmm. He's great. He has impact. He's impacted the game, impacted the league. He's done some great things for the sport. All that. He's got iconic moments too. He wear 23 too. He with Nike too. Where'd he get that from?
Mm-hmm.
Who opened that door?
Mm-hmm.
But everybody want to act like he opened the door, right?
You're right.
Like he the best thing since sliced bread.
Mm-hmm.
And when he go forth and say, that right there made me the greatest player of all time. 1 championship made him the greatest player of all time.
Nah.
1 championship and longevity stats, right? Longevity stats. Although if you break down stats, as basketball players, we look at averages, bro. I look at what you average, bro. When I was in high school and I knew somebody cold that I was about to play, I'm looking at the roster. I'm looking at how much he averaged, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this point guard, he averaged 17. I got to be on it tonight. That's what I'm looking at. But y'all, Nicholas James wrongs, y'all looking at cumulative, total stats, right?
Mm.
But if you break it down to average, Michael Jordan has done more than LeBron in less time.
Yes.
Make it make sense.
Yeah.
Make it make sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it, bro. It's these ridiculous statements, bro. These ridiculous statements. So look, before we even go, okay, Gilbert, go ahead, Gilbert. Go back to your to doing your thing. You go back to who was the dude? He was like, oh man, I'll pay for that. Watching dudes twerk. Go ahead, you can do that, Gilbert. We'll get back to this sports stuff.
He did say that.
Yeah, yeah. It's better than Megan Thee Stallion, man. What you talking about, bro? Nah. We ain't letting that go, Gilbert. We ain't letting that go. You donkey of the day too. Peace. Mm-hmm. So let's go on to we're gonna leave the Jordan topic alone just for a second because we're gonna revisit it because we still got 2 fanboys to check. Mm-hmm. Nicholas James wrong and Shannon Shay. Shay. We got Shay. He coming up too. Shay. But let's visit this comment that Draymond Green said.
Which one?
That he's the greatest defender of all time. And you a defensive man, bro.
I am.
You love defense.
I love defense.
So for him to say that, it spits in the face of everybody who came before him. It's inappropriate to say that, to be honest. And when I think of defenders, look, Draymond Green is a great player. Hold on. Draymond Green is a great defender. He's a great system player, right? He does great things for the Warriors. He does the things unseen. Draymond Green can end the game with 2 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists, and they'll be like, Draymond Green was the MVP. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors. All right, yeah, you know what? He does do the intangibles, the things that doesn't show up in the stat columns. He does, if they had a stat for DHO, which is dribble handoff assists or dribble handoffs, or if they have a stat for, cross court passes, if they had a stat for setting screens, Draymond Green will be the man in all of those. He's a great system player. Great. And that's not knocking him. That's not taking nothing away, because you can't take nothing away from him. He a part of the 73-9 Warriors who fell short of a championship, and that's my team. And that's because he couldn't hold his own temper. As we see, we know the dude emotionally unstable, because you can't stay out of trouble. This year, 2023-24 season, you left your team hanging I don't know how many times. Greatest defender of all time. So let's talk about it.
I guess by defense, you mean doing a 360 punch?
Right? Like socking dudes and they Johnson & Johnson and calling dudes B's and getting ejected. And come on, bro. And then you got the gall. Like, there's no humility with this generation, bro.
No.
There's no humility, bro. There's no, let me give roses to those who came before me. This is the best generation of basketball. Wow.
I'm glad you said intangibles, because a guy who had a lot of intangibles was Dennis Rodman.
Man.
Dennis Rodman is a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond has 1.
1. The same amount as Michael Jordan, by the way. But go ahead.
So we can start there. Hakeem Olajuwon also has 2. Alonzo Mourning has 2. Mark Eden has 2.
Talk about it.
Rudy Gobert has 3.
Talk about
Dwight
it.
Howard has 3.
The same dude that he choked up. He was like, man, forget you in them 3 defensive players of the year. You know what I'm saying? Talk about it, Buck. Come on. Talk about it.
Yeah, so they have 3. Ben Wallace, our guy from the Pistons, 4. My favorite, my personal favorite defensive player, Dikembe Mutombo, 4. Draymond Green has 1.
So then the excuse would be, what would the excuse be? What would the narrative be then? Just like Nick Wright said, championships don't matter. Gilbert Arenas said this too. Hey, Gilbert, hold on. Wait, before you go look at that dude twerk. Look, come here. He said once you get a certain amount of championships don't matter no more. That go out like when you comparing careers. So if I got 10 championships and never lost, you got 2 or you got 4 and you lost 10 times, but everybody's saying you better than me. I don't understand, bro.
So Ben Wallace has 1 NBA ring.
1 ring.
And
04 Pistons.
But he's got 4 DPOIs. Draymond has 4 rings, 1 DPOI. So it's the other way around.
But
so do those 4 rings cancel out? You know what I'm saying?
Because we focusing totally on defense. That's all we focus on. Because he said he's the greatest defensive player of all time, the greatest defender of all time. That was his words. What did Dennis Rodman say? He was like, "Yeah, that green guy, yeah, kamikaze." Like he'll be holding my jockstrap. And he mean that too. Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
The worm meant that.
Yeah.
Like, dog, you weren't messing with him, bro. You weren't messing with him. Like Draymond's a great defender, bro. Y'all gotta understand too, for the youngins, who are, you know, like how I was as a kid into the NBA. If you're like that right now to this generation of basketball, y'all got to understand the game of basketball has changed. It's more marketable now. Now it's more pretty. You can hit them threes and
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can do that. You know what I love, though? Just side note, kind of segueing. I love Anthony Edwards, though. Anthony Edwards is bringing back that 90s type of basketball. Like, come see me.
Posters.
Come see me.
Yes.
Come see me. This dude single-handedly dismantled Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and Kevin Durant. Swept them. You telling me them three names? Devin Booker scored 70 points. Devin Booker is one of my favorite shooting guards. Bradley Beal is a beast. He just averaged 30 like a couple years ago. He led the league in scoring. Kevin Durant, 2-time champion, scoring machine, the Slim Reaper. Dismantled them, bro. They couldn't do nothing with, and he was telling them.
Yeah.
He was telling them. He told KD, you old, you can't guard me. Come on, man. But back to it.
Yeah, he's bringing back the basketball.
He's bringing back
that I used to love.
And you know who else was like that? Giannis. When the year that the Bucks won, Giannis was like that. Giannis brought back that, let's get it. Then it got a little pretty again, and everybody wanted to shake hands, make friends, and kiss babies, and you know what I mean? Like, so back in the 90s and 80s, it was more of a physical game. It was ugly. Look at the Bad Boys. Look at the Knicks. The Pacers had some good defensive teams. It was defense. Games were being won 89-78. 4 quarters, 48-minute game, 89 points. Because it was defense.
Yeah.
Now, they took so much contact away from the game, the sport, because points. Now you got teams scoring 150, 160 points in 4 quarters. No overtimes needed.
The hand check.
Hand checking. Derek Harper was the king of hand checking.
Can't do it no more.
Can't do that no more. You can't breathe on nobody. Like Stephen A. say, you would foul out by having bad breath.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy right now. And then you got the flops. Sheesh. So it's a different game, bro. So when you look at Ben Wallace, or you look at Dennis Rodman, he only averaged this, because you don't watch basketball just for, I don't care who you are. You can't grade basketball solely on numbers. Basketball is not just numbers. Okay?
Okay, so let's say amongst his peers right now,
all right,
do you think Draymond is better than Rudy Gobert?
Do I like Draymond better than Rudy Gobert? Yes, but in terms of defense, to be honest, it right now, currently, no.
Okay.
Draymond is not better defensively than Rudy. Rudy got his team, although it's not just him, they got a squad. It's him, Ant Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns, they got a squad. The thing about it is that his defense has his team in the second round, and they swept a great team in the first round, the 3rd seed in the West. Draymond's team at home. So, your defense, and then the Warriors have been, Draymond has been atrocious the last 3 to 4 years. Even the year that the Warriors won, y'all know I'm a Warriors fan. Dub Nation in this house. Steph Curry is my favorite current player. So, and he's been my favorite current player since Davidson. When they first played downtown Detroit at the Ford Field, when we had the Sweet 16 here in 07, I think. 06, 07, somewhere in there. But anyway, at the end of the day, Draymond was not great in the final. Look at how Draymond played in the 2022 finals against the Celtics. He almost cost us that championship again. He cost us this year. He cost us last year. He want to punch Jordan Poole in the face. That's a kid, bro.
Yeah.
You punching a little kid. I don't care what he say. That's a kid. You supposed to be a leader on the team, bro. That divided the locker room. That's it. When I seen that, I was like, it's over. They ain't winning nothing. We ain't back to back. This and he cost his team so many games this year. So this dude, the last 3 to 4 years, I feel like he got that 4th ring. He felt like, oh man, nobody can't tell me nothing. Yup. Yup. Nope. Come on, man. It's just one of them things, bro, where it's like sometimes like what the old school people used to say, you're getting too big for your britches, bro. And a lot of these dudes need to be humbled. Mm. You see LeBron getting humbled. Yeah. You got swept last year. Then you got 4-1 this year. Yeah. Come on, man. Humble yourself. Yeah. After he talking about he the GOAT, LeBron career ain't did nothing, bro. He ain't did nothing but just pile on stats. So all these statisticians and these guys that can't hoop a lick and just can't just want to say numbers, oh, he the greatest because of all these points he scored. Do those equivalent to championships? Everybody love to say that LeBron makes his teammates better. Do your team play better when you win championships? Do you win a championship by yourself or your team win the championship? Your team win the championship. So that means when you win rings, you making your team better, right? So if I got 6 championships and you got 4, I made my team better than yours more times than you did. And you got 6 losses, you made your team worse than mine because I don't have none. My team don't have none. See, they like to forget about the team. You feel me?
Yeah.
Well, but they make it convenient to talk about team when because he averaged more assists than Michael Jordan.
The way it works is that LeBron James wins, the Lakers lose.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He sure does.
But he'll have some help from his son in a little while.
Yeah, his kid, Bronny James Jr.
Yeah.
Now tell me this, man. This wasn't even on our topic sheet, but we're going to talk about it. You brought it up. Do you think Bronny James is a professional athlete ready for the professional ranks?
No.
Not even a little bit. And that's nothing against him personally. I'm just saying on the basketball court, 94 feet with a ball in your hand. He ain't ready for the pros, bro.
He's not.
Stick Patrick Beverly on him.
He's not NBA ready. No. I mean, he can go to the G League.
Talk about watered down. G League, bro. They ain't had no G Leagues back then in Jordan's heyday. Mm-mm. They got G Leagues now. Mm. You farming players from the G League up. What up? Watered down, right? Jonathan? You still there? Jonathan Clay? So now we can go into did you have a direction you want to go in on your list, bro?
You can take it.
So now we're gonna go into Uncle Shay Shay.
Okay.
Shay Shay with his man bags and his
Come on.
Shay Shay. So I'm gonna play a clip for you guys. From the Shay Shay podcast where his guest was Stephen A. Smith. And Stephen A., they were talking about the GOAT debate, of course. Stephen A. is Team Jordan. And we ain't got to say what Shay Shay is. We know he's a super fanboy of LeBron. Even delusional, like delusion. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to get into this.
Never been a time where Michael Jordan showed up in an NBA Finals and you literally looked at him and said, yo, he didn't show up. He didn't play nobody. Come on. Tell me the guy that he faced that.
Okay. So the first part of that, he said, have you ever seen Michael Jordan not show up in the finals? So Stephen A. is alluding to the 2011 finals where he had D. Wade, Chris Bosh, and he melted down against the Dallas Mavericks. Right? Before that, he was with Cleveland in 2007 and got swept by the Spurs in the finals. Everybody say, oh, he took that's the whole argument for LeBron fans. The many times he's been to the finals. So y'all praise second place. You praise in second place. You put in second place over first place. So Shannon's response to Stephen A., which is Stephen A., for y'all, you can love or hate Stephen A. Smith, but Stephen A. about his job, bro. He does a great job. I've been watching Stephen A. for years. I don't love everything he say. I think some of the stuff he say, but he's in such a journalist stratosphere. Sometimes he has to play ball, pause, with, the bull crap.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith is a trained journalist.
Yeah.
He
got a degree.
He went to a 4-year college and got I believe it was a bachelor's degree. Yeah. I think it was mass communication.
Mass communication media. Yep.
Yeah. So he's trained for this.
Yeah.
And
so he knows how to play the game on TV. Like if me or you get on Sports Center tomorrow, we'll get ate up because these are trained professionals in front of a TV screen. They know. I'll give them a run for their money though. Real. But anyway, so Stephen A. made a great point. Name a time when MJ melted down in the finals, right? None. Never. None. Right? He lost in the finals.
When MJ in the finals. So 91, 92, 93, 96, 97, 98.
So his first argument was what Shannon Sharp said. Now, mind you, Shannon Sharp is a Hall of Fame football player. So he should have a respect for what it takes to be an athlete and to be a champion. Shannon Sharp has 2 Super Bowl rings. He got 2, right? He's got 2 Super Bowl rings, bro. Or do he got 3? Did he get one with Baltimore that year? Shay might have 3 Super Bowls. But he should have a respect for the professional athletes at that level. And he never even played basketball. Mm-hmm. He's got 3.
He's got 3.
2 with Denver, 1 with Baltimore. I figured that. So at the end of the day, he should have a respect for what it takes to be a champion. You got 3 Super Bowls, and you wasn't that guy. You was that guy, but you wasn't like that guy. You had John Elway, and you had a Hall of Fame defense with the Ravens. So you wasn't the Michael Jordan, right? Mm-hmm. He wasn't that. All right. He was more like if we kind of parallel the Broncos teams and to the Bulls. I mean, he probably BJ Armstrong.
Were you liking him?
He a BJ. He probably was BJ, or with the second 95, 96 through 97, 98, that 96, 97, 98 teams, he probably was Ron Harper. I give him Ron Harper. Ron Harper was solid. He was good.
Okay.
He was good. He was legit. So the first thing he says is he ain't play nobody. Like you just like, just so you can bloviate LeBron, you just, not only are you trying to take away from MJ, you just killing everybody else.
Drexler, Magic, Barkley.
Look, so
Gary Payton.
He says Magic. So let's listen to what he say next.
The equivalent of Kevin Durant. He beat Magic for his first time. Magic was 73. Okay, I'm fine.
Magic was 7. You see how ridiculous LeBron fans get?
Yeah.
Magic is better than your guy, LeBron. Magic is 73. Nicholas James wrong said that Lakers team, he degrades them too. To like they just handed Jordan his first ring. He degraded them too and said, "Oh, they was led scoring by James Worthy." Like James Worthy was a bum. Do y'all know? But pull up real quick James Worthy stats for me.
Yeah.
Pull up James Worthy stats.
It's a Showtime Lakers. James.
Pull up James Worthy stats. James Worthy got a Finals MVP, my boy. How many you got, Nicholas? Nick, did you even play rec league ball? Cause you sure don't look like it, bro.
3-time NBA champion.
Come on.
88 Finals MVP. he was a 7-time NBA All-Star.
Come on, man. But he talked about James Worthy like he was a bum.
He was an NCAA champion with Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan hit that shot. And Jordan was a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
And James was better than him for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, North Carolina.
That comes out of his mouth.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, back to it. Can you tell me James' career average, like rebounds, points, and assists?
17, 5, and 3.
I don't know what these dudes that love LeBron so much be on, but we're going to get to that. We know what they be on, bro. So now they degrade Magic Johnson, who is my second favorite player of all time, who is second on the GOAT list to me. He degrades Magic. Magic was 73. Okay, Shay Shay. Okay, Shay Shay.
I'm going down the list. Go down the list. I didn't hear you say that when Magic was here, but we're talking about that.
Get him, Stephen A.
You said that when Magic was here. Yeah, the man, tell him that. The man that on the nine finals in 10 years. I feel you on that. Clyde Drexler and the crew, the second title. Charles Barkley, Kevin Johnson, don't ignore that. Dan Marley and them the third title. Okay. The glove with Sean Kemp.
Look, every
Karl Malone, John Stockton, and you have an NBA game that was considerably tougher at that particular moment in time than today's NBA game is in terms of physicality and what's allowed. Yes. So when you can put your forearm on people, when you can hand check them, when you can do a lot of things you can't do now. Right now, you're getting caught for passing gas.
So everybody he named.
Yeah, Steven got him.
Everybody he named, he tried to see you when you don't have an argument, a legit argument against a professional, you get to sweating and he was 73.
I mean, he's going for comedy.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I feel like that's what he's doing.
And you notice, like, just in everyday life, if somebody gets mad at you, they try to overtalk you, yell to make you when they're wrong.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing. He's trying to overtalk Stephen A. and play to the fans so they can miss the jewels that Stephen A. is dropping and just rely on the comedy. You feel me? Like, he was 73. Get up.
Yeah, it's like the loudest voice is,
you know what I'm saying?
Is the right voice, but that's not true.
Nah, bro. The loudest one is always the weakest one, bro.
It's vocal. I probably shouldn't say this, but it's true. It's a vocal minority. Like, that's what the new media is. It's a vocal minority.
That's right. So,
and some people will get mad at me saying that, but it's true.
So now, Shannon has embarrassed himself because Shannon has said all these things about how he better than Jordan and this and that and this and that. But got on his podcast and said that he met Michael Jordan in 93. He was with his first wife, Juanita. They came out of the elevator and he had a glow. He didn't look real and he was there. So you a fanboy of Michael Jordan to his face. Just like Stephen A. said, Magic was 73. Or like he said to Stephen A., Magic was 73. Stephen A. said, you ain't say that when he was there. Mm-hmm. When he had Magic on that couch, he probably was like, oh, I got Magic Johnson, 5-time champion. I got Skip. Hold on, Skip. 5-time champion. 5-time champion. I say that, boy.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's just me, dog.
I don't know either.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. So now let's keep it going, bro. Since we got the pot, I'm stirring the pot some more. So now it's your turn. Before I end it, we're gonna end it with Nicholas James. But before we get to Nicholas James, I skipped somebody.
Nah, I was going for Nick Wright.
Oh, you going for Nick Wright? We going there.
We're going the same place.
We're going Nicholas James in a minute. Real quick though, Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah.
When Rasheed said MJ didn't have defense for real. I don't understand the hate. The hate. That's hate. That's not opinion. That's hate. Some stuff can be opinion. When you say, when Carmelo Anthony's son Cayenne say, my GOAT is Paul George. That's his opinion, bro. You can't be mad at him. But if I'm your daddy, I'm mad at you. But if I'm Carmelo, I'm mad at you. But me as just a regular Joe Blow in the world, hey, that's your opinion, bro.
I hope he was kidding.
No, I don't think he was kidding.
Okay.
But that's your opinion. When people say, hey, my GOAT is LeBron James, I get that. When people say my GOAT is Kobe Bryant, I get it. My GOAT is Wilt Chamberlain. I get it. That's fine. When you say but when you start saying things like that's law, you know what I'm saying? Like, LeBron is the GOAT. No, bro, stop it. Then we got a debate. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to use stats and facts as opposed to emotional arguments. So Rasheed, you talk. He got a DPOY. You don't have one. I'm sorry. And I met Rasheed in person, bro, and I didn't like him. He was a douchebag to me. So I don't know if Rasheed, you ever see this and you see my face, bro. You are a douchebag, bro. And this was the year after. This was the beginning of 2005. Randy Ward had some tickets to. It was like a preseason kind of kickoff season for the fans. We was able to go through the locker room and we was able to get on the court, shoot still for a little bit.
Hill still.
Yeah, they was in the Palace still.
Right.
So this was right before the beginning of that 04-05 season after we won. We just won a championship. And I met Rip Hamilton. Rip was cool. Rip was super cool. He was laid back. We laughed. We joked for a minute. He had some jewelry on. I was like, bro, you keep my drink cold with all that. We was just laughing and joking. I shook his hand. He was real cool. Gave me an autograph. He autographed my picture. It's somewhere upstairs. I have that picture still. And then I met Rasheed Wallace. And I was hyped. I was like, oh, Rosh. I was like, what up? I'm like, what up, dog, Rasheed? He just looked at me like, he didn't even say what up. He was like, I'm here as a fan.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. We ain't even gonna get into that. But Rasheed, you can kick rocks, bro.
They say never meet your heroes.
Yeah, well, he wasn't my hero anyway. So.
Okay.
But yeah, I do know that saying. So, but him saying that MJ didn't really play defense, that's ridiculous. That's hate. That's dumb. That doesn't make sense. 1988 DPOY as a perimeter player.
He was
first team All D. How many times?
All defensive first team 9 times.
9 times in 14 years.
He led the league in steals 3 times.
So when he doesn't play D, and then his excuse, somebody brought that up to him, like, man, he wanted, his defensive accolades. Oh, the league wanted him to do that. I hate that kind of stuff, dog. The league made Michael Jordan run a little faster to get that steal. They made him anticipate that weak side block on Patrick Ewing when Ewing fading and Jordan.
Yeah,
the league made him do that, right?
So it's rigged. Is what you're saying.
Man.
Like Patrick Ewing. Oh, it's MJ. Here you go.
I should play that E40. Man, Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah, and they both went to North Carolina.
And that's whatever. Hey man, hey Nicholas James Wright, the Chicken Man. Come on up here, bro.
That was the last one I had.
Yeah, we're gonna close it off Nick.
Okay.
Nicholas James wrong. This dude is probably the worst out of all of them because he manufactures things deliberately. He deliberately makes asinine arguments because they're so ridiculous that you got to pay attention to it from his platform. Like if I made those ridiculous statements that he makes, nobody listens. Nobody pays attention to me. I'm regular old Darnell from Detroit. But Nick Wright has a platform on FS1. Probably the worst show out of all them shows on FS1. You know what I'm saying? But hey, he doing this thing, But the comments that he made. So while you getting that together, I'm gonna play a video.
Okay.
We're gonna listen to Nikki Little Nicky. Little Nicholas.
At 20 years old, LeBron was better. He was finishing second in league MVP voting. Jordan was getting bounced in the Sweet 16.
Okay. At 20 years old, LeBron was blah, 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 blah. Okay, first of all, and you said Jordan got bounced in the Sweet 16. First of all, Nicholas, Michael Jordan won a national championship. You idiot. He hit the game winner. What was LeBron doing? Okay, you ignored that. You focused on the year that he lost. Make it make sense, Nicholas.
Michael Jordan showed.
Oh, see, y'all done got me so heated.
At 20 years old, LeBron was better. He was finishing second in league MVP voting. Jordan was getting bounced in the Sweet 16. At 38 years old, he's far better. He's averaging 30 a game. Jordan was averaging 20 a game. When Jordan didn't have help early in his career and was getting swept in round one, LeBron was taking Sasha Pavlovich to the finals. I will take...
When Jordan didn't have help early in his career, when LeBron James was a rookie, did he make the playoffs? Did he make the playoffs? No. How long does it take LeBron to make the playoffs? 2 years? I know he didn't make it his first year. Did Jordan make the playoffs? Playoffs? The playoffs? Did Jordan make the playoffs his rookie season? So what are we talking about, Nick Wright? You bragging about LeBron going to a finals where he got swept in the finals. Jordan never lost in the finals. What? Make it make sense.
LeBron's prime of 9 finals in 10 years and 4 championships and 4 finals MVPs, all
9 finals in 10 years. And 4 wins out of that. How is that better than 6 in 8 years and no losses? Really, 6 in 6 years. Because the year and a half, well, we'll say 6 and 7 years. Because he came back 3/4 of the season left, 45. We know the story.
Yeah.
The Magic beat him. We get it.
Mm-hmm.
Next year, 72 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 more championships.
Yep.
So make it make sense, bro. 6-0 in 7 years, 9 finals appearances in 10 years, and 4 wins. That's not even 50%. You got less than the F. You got an E. Remember you used to get E's on your report card?
Right. Yeah.
You got an E. What is you doing, Nicholas?
Incomplete.
Incomplete. A nincompoop.
Yeah.
of those championships coming against top 15 all-time players. I'll take that against Jordan's prime. At 20...
So LeBron's 4 championships against the top 15 all-time players. So I guess Clyde Drexler not an all-time player. I guess Magic not an all-time player. Oh, of course not, because he was 73 while he was hooping with HIV. So he got HIV and he's 73 and he's still out there hooping, right? Okay, so let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. So you got who else? Karl Malone and John Stockton, arguably the best 1-2 punch to ever play the game. I guess they're not all-time, right? Sean Kemp, Gary Payton, I guess they're not all-time, right? Charles Barkley, I guess he's not all-time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, go ahead, Buck.
Yeah, you mentioned a lot of the Dream Team guys, you know, or guys who haven't been gold.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have a particular issue with the thing that Nick Wright said. about the 2015 NBA Finals.
Come on.
When
Talk about it.
Andre Iguodala
Talk about it.
won the MVP. And this is from Bleacher Report. Nick Wright said that Tuesday the members of the media got together to give Iguodala 3 votes that originally went to Stephen Curry to break a 4-4 tie between Iguodala and James for the award. Tim Frank, who was the senior VP, said nothing of the sort ever happened. He said this absolutely never happened. No media member, including any voter, was privy to those results until they were announced on the court. And the results were, as we announced, Iguodala 7, James 4. Also, players from both teams are always eligible to win the Finals MVP. So, in other words,
you're a liar.
Yeah,
You're a liar, little Nicholas. You liar.
Yeah. So I mean, this whole thing is to
it's manufactured.
This whole thing is made to make Iggy look worse and to make LeBron look better.
Yeah, like LeBron was gonna get a Finals MVP. He was gonna Jerry West it. That's what they was trying to do. They was trying to Jerry West him.
Yeah.
When Steph Curry averaged 26, 5 and 5.
Yeah. So
on the winning team, he averaged 40 on the losing team, and they want to give him the MVP.
Yeah. So even if you did a Jerry West situation, he only got 4 votes. So LeBron would have never got the MVP.
Nicholas Wright, Nicholas James wrong is a liar. That's it. He's a liar. He will say whatever he can say to elevate LeBron James and to tear down Michael Jordan, because their Clutch Sports is clearly giving him a check. You keep LeBron James' name in the media, we're going to pay you. So he has to say these ridiculous. That's why the arguments are ridiculous, bro. It's not even realistic. But they have to entertain it because it's on TV. He's got a platform. So they have to entertain it. But the argument is it's ridiculous. It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. And then you got people that just gobble it up, bro. They just eat it up. They eat it up, man. Didn't Nick Wright say that Steph Curry wasn't going to win another championship?
Yes.
What happened?
Yes. Him and
what you say, Steph? You got 4. Yeah.
Him, Kendrick Perkins.
Kendrick Perkins. Remember this? How many championships would the Warriors win? Here go Kendrick.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah.
And then Kendrick Perkins, bro.
Yeah.
Let's not go into his basketball career. Because sometimes he speak the truth, and sometimes he say some ridiculous thing like LeBron James the GOAT.
He's kind of hit or miss.
You would say that. You would say that.
He's not as bad as some of these other ones.
He's not as bad.
But he's had some wild ones.
Yeah, he said some really, and then go back to how he played.
Yeah.
Come on, man. What, his career average like 4 boards? And like 2 assists. Super duper role player, Ryan Hollins. Same thing, Ryan Hollins. All these dudes that we're naming that's former players outside of Gilbert Arenas are not your top players. They're all role players, bro. Rashad McCants say some of the ridiculous things. Rashad McCants off the bench. He's a decent player. He was decent. He was solid. He had his time. But is he a household name? If I go knock next door to an old white lady who don't know nothing about, like my wife. My wife just pulled up. That's Kendrick Perkins. 5 points per game and 6 boards. Hey, kudos for your 6 boards, Kendrick. 6 boards a game and you 7 feet. Center. Go ahead, Kendrick. Role player, super role player.
So,
and what he'll say, at least I made the NBA. 782 regular season games and 1 championship. Yeah, he was with that Boston team that had Ray Allen, Paul Pierce and KG. Anything is possible. He was with that squad. So
Rondo.
Yep, Rondo. Rondo and Ray Allen hate each other, but anyway, man. So I got one last clip for y'all of Nicholas James.
All right.
And this clip will expose out of his own mouth what he's doing.
Now you're saying the Lakers are going to win the title.
Because they are. Yeah.
All right, so wouldn't the Warriors winning the title and Steph getting his 5th ring before LeBron be the actual worst thing that's ever happened to you in your career?
Here's what you don't understand about
Pay
me.
attention.
You want to know what's actually bad for my career? LeBron putting the GOAT debate to rest. It is in my interest for that to be a hotly contested debate as long as I'm doing media. It's not.
Oh, there you have it.
I'm so like, but people just eat that crap up with what he's saying. He's literally telling everybody, I'm manufacturing asinine statements to argue about him being the GOAT. He really don't even believe LeBron the GOAT. It's in his best interest. He said that. It's in my best interest. Daddy wants some sausage. Daddy, do you want some sausage? Tom Green looking dude, bro. Like, he just literally said it's in his best interest to manufacture this debate, bro. So it's not even a real debate. And then when other people see that, right? When these other people that's in his arena, when they see, oh man, he made this argument because he's such a contrarian. Mm-hmm. He's going against the grain. Then others like Jason J. Williams, he jump on, well, LeBron James is the GOAT because of, shut up. Shannon Sharp getting paid. We know Shay Shay. Gone, Shay Shay. We know Shay Shay is getting paid. Clutch Sports.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the most ridiculous things. And then when he says that with his own mouth, me as a basketball person that loves basketball, that loves the game, that love to play it, love to watch it, even to this day, when he says that, my gosh, that's so frustrating, bro. It is ridiculous to see that he sits and manufactures this beef, bro. It's manufactured beef. It's ghostwriters. Nick Wright is a ghostwriter. He one of Drake's ghostwriters. What is it, the braids? God,
yeah.
Man. Nick Wright, Michael Jordan, you don't know nothing about that. Basketball, you don't know nothing about that. This dude is doing things. He's manufacturing this for his best interest.
None of it is real.
It's not real.
It's like WWE.
Man, it's like this message will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Inspector Gadget. That's Nick Wright, bro. Nicholas James. Wrong. This dude is a and I try to keep myself from saying stuff about him. He's a corn on a cob. Chicken man. He the chicken man. Yeah, bro. That's I don't know, man. Y'all comment down below. Tell me what y'all think. Now, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And just because I feel like Michael Jordan is the GOAT, just because I feel like Magic Johnson is second, hey, that's my opinion. All right. What I say isn't law. What Buck say isn't law. You know, what my wife say isn't law. Dang sure what Nick Wright say is all lies. So it's not even law. It's just lies. So he manufactures this. He goes, sits down at his little computer and he pulls up all these numbers and say, Michael Jordan never scored 40,000 points. Michael Jordan never won an in-season tournament. Oh my God, he is the GOAT. Let me say this. This is going to shock everybody.
When you have a vice president in the NBA calling you out and having to make corrections on something you said, everything you say after that, it loses credibility.
Loses all credibility. It's like Drake's abs. It's like Drake's abs, bro. It's fake. It's all fake. Everything he's saying is fake, bro. And it's like he literally telling the public, like, hey, I'm manufacturing this beef, y'all, because it's in my best interest. It's for me. I get paid for this. So we got to keep this GOAT debate. The GOAT debate been done, bro. Mm-hmm. There never was really a debate. The only thing you can debate with me about, I'll debate with a Kobe Bryant fan and Michael Jordan. Kobe's the closest thing. They tried to take away his 3 championships in the beginning because he had Shaq. Is it his fault? Did he ask to go there? Or did he call Shaq and say, come play with me? Like somebody be doing? Mm-hmm. Or did he take his talents to LA? Mm-hmm. Like somebody be doing our episode? No, he got drafted there. Mm-hmm. He got drafted by the Hornets and got traded there. So it's not his fault that he played with Shaq.
Right.
So how is he being discredited for having Shaq as a teammate, them 3 championships, as if he didn't do nothing? Mm-hmm. As if he just rode Shaq's coattail. As if they weren't one of the top 1 and 2 punches at that time in the league.
Yeah, Kobe, he had to climb.
He worked hard, extremely hard. And that's why he's the Mamba.
Yeah.
And he's not on, LeBron is not on Kobe and Mike's level. I'm sorry. And I think LeBron is a great player. And then people are like, oh, LeBron's a great father. How do you know that? Are you with him? How do you know that?
Yeah, I kind of liken it to like Star Wars. Like when you look at Star Wars, like Luke wasn't that guy when he first started. It wasn't until Return of the Jedi.
Took a minute for Luke. Yeah. And he still wasn't finished with his full training in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. Yeah, so you saw the consistency with he's slowly getting better and slowly getting better and slowly getting better. You see the elevation. Mm-hmm. And he carried himself like, he took it serious. You would see him in interviews, and it's like, job's not done.
Not done. Kobe face. How do you feel, Kobe? Y'all up 2-0. Did we win 4 yet? No. How do you feel, Kobe? Jovial.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Y'all. Yeah. LeBron down 3-1. You down 3-0, LeBron? What's going to happen? It's just basketball.
Yeah.
It's only basketball. It's more to things in life than basketball. I'm the greatest ever, though. Yeah. But it's just basketball. Come on, man. Look, and it's not about, if it's your favorite player, then that's your favorite player, man. I'm going to reiterate. It's not attacking LeBron James. It's not by any means. I like to watch LeBron play. I like to see him play. I hate his shenanigans. I hate the little bull crap that comes with it outside of, you know what I'm saying? I hate that type stuff.
Yeah.
But his game, 94 feet, 48 minutes, LeBron is a monster, and he's fun to watch, okay? Yeah. His whole career. I watched him his whole career. I love to watch him. So I'm not degrading him like how they doing Jordan. I'm not pulling it down. We just speaking facts, bro.
They're degrading the 90s, period.
Period.
And there is a way to big up LeBron without trashing the 90s.
Facts. All facts, bro. You is not like, and I hate that it's like that. It's like if you gotta praise Jordan, then you gotta tear down LeBron or tear down Kobe. Or if you praise Magic, you gotta tear down Bird. No, bro. You can give him his flowers, but it's only one GOAT. Too bad. It's one GOAT, and that's Michael Jeffrey Jordan. That's it. He's the greatest basketball player of all time for different reasons. Not just on the court. The impact from the Dream Team. How he made the game global. He was a part of that. People wanted to see, man, whatever. He is the GOAT, all right? And just because MJ is the GOAT, that doesn't mean LeBron is trash. That doesn't mean Jonathan Clay, Reddit, is good. That doesn't mean Draymond is the greatest defender of all time. That doesn't mean none of that, right? But it does mean that he's the GOAT. So big up to all these guys. I'm a fan of the game. So I love the game. And when a player starts to make himself bigger than the game of basketball, that's my disconnect, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's my switch that goes off in me because I love this game so much. Because I wanted to make a living off basketball. That was my dream. I mean, of course, probably hundreds of kids had them dreams when they was young, but it never came to fruition. Now I work, I take care of my family, I'm living my other dream. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when you start talking, I'm still that little kid inside about basketball. I still get giddy in the playoffs. I still get giddy when I see good basketball. Like I got real giddy when I seen Anthony Edwards. And I'm like, oh, I got chills. Like, oh, he kind of remind me of MJ a little bit. Like that move kind of looked like MJ, like his swagger and just, he's number 5, 2, 3 is 5. So, but I'm just looking at it from this standpoint, bro. I'm still that little kid inside at heart when it comes to basketball. And when a player tries to make, or other players try to elevate another player above the game, like how they say you above the law.
Right.
Like, no, bro.
Right.
No. We're not going for that. Not here. So any last words for Nicholas James, Jonathan Clay, Draymond, Rasheed, any Gilbert? Any last words for any of them dudes, man?
Tell the truth.
Stop lying so much, man. Nick, man, y'all heard it from his mouth, and whoever follows Nick, and you think what he say is law about LeBron, and you developed your, you didn't develop your own opinion by watching the game or just having a love for the game. You developed your opinion by listening to garbage. There y'all go. He's lying to y'all. I would be offended if I was his fan.
Yeah.
And he say something like that. If I'm a follower of Nick Wright and he says that, like, I'm lying to y'all. I'm just doing this for my benefit.
Yeah. And some people will just take that as it is, as if there isn't a lot of cats out there that don't just have a computer in their pocket.
Right.
To just pull it up and fact check what you're saying.
Right. Yeah, man. Tell the truth, man. Tell the truth. So I feel like we debunked a lot of this vernacular, this garbage that's been given to the public, bro. What you think, man?
I think so. I would say don't believe everything you hear.
Don't believe everything you hear, bro. And half of what you see. Because TV be lying too. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, bro, don't believe everything you hear. These cats, hey, salute to them. They did a lot to get their careers going or whatever. But we gonna wrap it up, man. Shout out to my beautiful bride. That's my editor, my manager and everything behind the scenes, man. Shout out, babe. Always shout out to my best friend, my dog, my right hand, my boy Buck.
Yep, good to be here.
Yeah, man. My co-host. He's not just a guest. He's the co-host. So, again, thank y'all for tapping in. Thank y'all for watching. I know I got a little excited, but hey, that's organic. I didn't plan that. I probably surprised Buck by yelling because I didn't plan that. We didn't plan that. That was organic, bro. That's something I've been waiting, because haven't we been planning on? I was like, I told Buck, like, I can't wait.
Just like day one. It was like day one.
I told, I like, dog.
We'll get a format, and we'll get. And it was like, no, we need this now.
I told Buck straight up, like, I can't wait till we do that episode when we talk about these dudes saying ridiculous stuff, bro. So this was my favorite episode because I let y'all peek into my personality. I know I was being a little goofy and saying a little things. If someone's offended, sorry, but just being me, man. This is a safe space for us to be ourselves. And thank y'all for watching more than anything else. Thank y'all for watching. We appreciate the love and support, but we're going to continue to grow. We got more content and more content and more content, man. We got so much, man. So we going to keep doing our thing, bro. And we're going to keep it moving, man. So just
Yep.
if anybody is on their own journey, I always tell y'all, man, keep making noise until somebody hear you. And when somebody hear you, you got to be ready so you don't have to get ready, all right? So you stay ready, y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thanks for being a part of this journey, Buck. Appreciate you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all tap in. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Every Monday morning, 9 a.m., Spotify Podcast, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. You can catch the podcast. So we'll see y'all next Monday on the next one. We got another fire topic coming up next, y'all. Man, love y'all so much, and we'll see y'all on the next one, all right? Peace.